to do this main quest, collecting all the files, so I already did that, and I pulled all this, and now we're going for this teleport thing.
From there.
Let's go.
So stand still, you gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them. All right, feeding our baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
Take this holotape. You need it to contact Patriot.
Oh, man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom, do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on, I think I got it. Establishing lock on the Institute signal.
Just get all the information you can. About synths. About the Institute's plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it. You jack that holotape into any terminal and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the aura. We got it.
Find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
Now.
Jesus. Where the hell am I? Am I in the Doctor Who's left? What was this one's about? Where the hell am I? This is...
Hello.
Goodbye.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my
Casino.
guidance.
Right.
I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
I enjoyed your stream, by the way, the one you that Kung Fu game. I really enjoyed it, by the way.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us.
It may not be the best game, but I like it.
I'd like to
all
show
the Kung
you
Fu
that
and all
you may
that,
have
and it's all in Hong
the
Kong.
wrong impression.
Quite clever. And plus the guy is
Welcome to the Institute.
No problem.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you see,
like that
things above are
that looks sexy.
unstable.
All it is be after me.
I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Ah, it's Sean. Can I talk to this guy?
Useless. Would need the key. No way to pick this.
I don't need to go. Let's just take the escalator. I radio that doesn't work. That's brilliant. I don't want to light that doesn't work. Doesn't come back down. Damn, I'm meant to talk to Sean or something.
Sean?
Huh?
Bananas
Yes,
indeed.
I'm Sean.
Hi, Jake. I love your last name, by the way.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on?
The
What's
only reason I'm
happening?
saying that because like my name, my last, I don't know, I should say this in live stream, but my real name's actually weird. That's why I like your name.
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Sean, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
What the?
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. It's true.
Oh, my legs.
In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Hell of a story. But I guess it does make sense.
I'm glad you're willing to accept the truth. It's quite encouraging. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone, even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above. Members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary, but then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Wow.
60 years. So much time. Wasted.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Sean, she loved you so much.
I have no doubt. I'm afraid I have very little experience with those emotions, having lived my life within the Institute. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret, and asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. The Institute.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now.
I look very fast now.
Ultimately,
No.
the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand or the Institute. Institute. You never... I won't lie. I know there's more for us. The Institute is... I've been a part.
What's this
And
bullshit
now-
about the Institute?
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. Forgive. There is much to be...
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Right. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of people to remember. It's a beautiful place where it looks that like. Very pretty. That a bed? That looks very comfy. What the hell's that for? Oh, it's a shower door thing. Okay. Curious EQ to cat, as I say. Right, let's have a look around this area then.
Almost done. Just need
It's
to
an
tighten
honor
up this
to have
primary
you,
drive servo.
Doctor.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just want to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm not on board with anything.
No? And yet here you are, poking around. One might find that suspicious. If you're not planning on then consider having another talk. If there's anything else...
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
I actually don't want to know
Most
that.
of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full gym.
Let's see who's in here then. We must be curious to the brain.
You had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274.
Not yet. Stand out. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operation.
Hi,
I
Doc.
wonder how the Warwick
Welcome.
family is.
It's so good to have you here.
Young Wally
Dr.
must be
Clayton
close to 10
Holdren,
years old by
head
now.
of the Bioscience
It's
Division.
remarkable that
I
any
can't
child
wait
will
for you to see
survive
the work
for
we're
so long
doing.
up there, don't you
It's
think?
truly amazing.
I'll reserve judgment until I know more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
What?
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, our projects sometimes require, from what I've heard. In any case, I imagine you'll want to...
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist. Dr. Volkert works at... You won't find better medical care.
Director Holdren seemed...
Well, I could try and this guy, just keep these people. Seems to be quite nice. Evil, I think, but nice. Let's go this work, apparently this next thing.
Is it true
Let's
Group
this work.
Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
Oof, some of my arm. It's better.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just...
Hello.
Excuse me, doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Okay, that doesn't really solve any questions, but hope you do. Now we have to travel 42 miles for the next location.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
Operating.
Robotics to knock some heads together. I'm glad you made it. They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. You know, send them back.
Doc.
So,
Please don't.
here you
There's
are.
enough friction as
Just
it
the
is
nail.
between us
Acting
and
director
pretty
of the
much all
Synth
the other
Retention Bureau.
departments.
I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Nope.
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth retention. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped
So these
synths
people like
that are
synths
hiding
that
among
are
the
actually human
population
beings.
on
I'm
the
very
surface.
confused.
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production line.
Like random guy in the background.
Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a quarter, we then begin the delicate... In those cases, all too often we're unable to repair the damage.
In fact, free stimpack's a free stimpack for me. Thank you, game. What I need? Use holotape. What do I use to holotape? I guess I had to go to holotapes, I guess. It's one of these. No, it's not. Huh? What the hell is this? This is like special things. Yep.
Update. Observed. Update. Observed unusual activity has ceased. Window is open for a heavy to make contact, but they should act now. The pack.
How do you use the holotape? Turn the ballot, huh?
Seth, it's me. I found out what happened to the scouts who went missing up near the old art gallery.
Personal log. United States Army Staff Sergeant Michael Daly. This past Saturday, October 23rd.
Just use holotape, it's not letting me use the holotape.
Oopsie. No. Fingers away. There we go. Okay.
This is government employee number 01.
I have no idea what's going on. I'm about to find out how to...
We are under attack. Augusta is still dark.
Don't play video games. What?
Hi there.
What the... So how do I use the tape then?
Nothing to report, sir.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Use the network hotspot.
Every symptom.
My brain's getting confused.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
Hey.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you.
After what I've been through?
I should think so. How about, in the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself.
Dr. Volkert, can you see to my injuries?
Let's see what's wrong with you. All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure the common cold. Here, this should take care of it. All done. Head to requisitions if you need medical supplies.
What you used to do to go to a network? Go to a network scanner.
Do we really need all these coursers roaming the halls? Excuse me.
I'm gonna lose the idea. Someone could get a fortune. I had to find a way out or something.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
As long as you got syringes, I'm happy. Need some stim packs. Got much of that. Of money. Just getting some things I don't want. Don't really use that per queue, to be honest. Don't really use that much. Don't really use that. There we go. Hold off for one stim pack. How many's on there? I had to find the way out properly. I know where the way out is. That'd be a bonus. First thing, I just want to see what's up here. At least that's the way out.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
My head. Watch this tray. It's like I'm running an episode of Doctor Who.
Only opens with a key.
So how do I get out of this place then? Sure, this is the way out. Stim pack.
Don't have the key.
What's here? Stim pack. What's in here? No, just curious.
Jammed.
I sure this is the way out. This is going totally stupid. It's supposed to be a possibility, to be honest. I'm gonna have to look in the quest letter back. I still go around this building. Going down. I'm actually live in this place. God, the lights must be epic.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't navigation software. Do
Okay,
so
yeah.
after this.
Come visit Advanced Systems whenever you please. We get all the fun projects.
My daddy says your father's daddy, but
That's all for
he
now.
looks so much older than you.
Just having a look around the place. And these are different bedrooms. What's with here? Must be just bedrooms. I'm just having a look at this place, it's stunning.
Greetings, sir.
Sir? Ooh, that's a bit posh. I've been called sir before. Let me have it in everything. Quest maybe, then that will help me a little bit to get out of this place. Hopefully. And then I had a look on this my phone. How long have I been live? For a short time. Look at my phone. See if I can complete this quest. Actually, might end the stream in that. Right. Follow 4. Use liquid scanner. That's what I want to do. That's how to learn how to use the liquid scanner. And after that, I'm done. I have a headache. So out for use network scanner. Use yep, that's the right one I want. Oops. So how do I use it then? I had to find Sean again, but I can't remember where there. This game gives you a headache sometimes, it does. Build a defense turret.
Hi there.
Hi.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
So easy to get lost in this building. Does this take me back to Sean? I don't think he was dead, isn't it?
Three levels of approval. Can you believe that? 3! I think more clearly than one.
I got the truth.
I have to admit, the 3rd generation sensor really something.
Can't remember where the back to Sean is. That's pretty great.
maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
I'm trying to remember the way back to the shop, but I can't.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
Let's see what's still here. Hopefully this took me back to Sean. Oh, got an itchy ear, itchy ear, itchy ear. I think this is a way back to Sean somehow. Oh, I've been here before. This is going to use the double pressure this way. That's not going to work, is it? Ah, for God's sakes. Why can't brain work? I apologize, guys, just not a bit confused.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
Let me look at YouTube, maybe that will help me. My brain is stumped. I found my way back to Shauna's, which is an impossible mission. Must be another elevator somewhere. I can go and jump in ahead. Sure, it's not that one. It's just an elevator somewhere.
Good to see you.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
Just feel like I'm going up a bloody circle.
Call this a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use
Oh, there he is.
to make something that's actually useful.
Yes, sir.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
He's definitely impressive.
Yes. It's pushed our technology to the... I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near... But... Ellie, do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
I don't need a synth. I found the real Sean.
Yes, but not the Sean you were looking for. In some ways, the synth is far closer to what you expected. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
I can finally get out of this bloody place. Driving me mad.
Can't pick this.
I don't get it, Harry. Right guys, I'm gonna end my stream here because I'm getting confused, so I'll catch you all around.